Good morning, Joni. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Cisco. Hello, Sue. Good morning, Barbara. It is a beautiful day. Lots of sun. Great day for walking if you dress up a little bit warmer. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Julie. So with the steps we've already taken and the steps I'm sure we will add today, we're going to probably end up this evening in Sydney, which is a good place to end up because that's where we're going to take the ferry across to Newfoundland when we get going. Now, depending on how many steps we get when we leave Sydney, we may end up being on the ferry the next night. We shall see. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing what's called chaining. We've done a little bit of that in the past, where we will do an exercise. Good morning, Patricia. We'll go on to another exercise. Then we'll put those two together. Then we'll go to a third exercise, and we'll put all three together. Then we'll go to another exercise, and I think you get the general idea. Reason for doing this is time seems to go by much quicker when you do chaining. Also, it's great for the memory, preferably mine. Good morning, Barbara. So we will have to see how chaining goes today. We're going to start with the upper body and end up working our way down. And as soon as my memory finishes, we won't chain any more together. So knowing the way my memory is these days, we might get two together. Everything's going to be done in fours once we start chaining. So, that being said, let's go. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Annette. Uh-oh, I got an angry face from somebody. alternate. Good morning, Mary. Was that an angry face from you? Hi, Patty. And roll those shoulders back. And alternate. Shoulders forward and back. Good morning, Brenda. Shoulders up and down. Alternate. And wrist. Fingers. Press those fingers to your thumbs. And snap the fingers. Remember, snap them all, even if they don't make a sound. Good morning, Paulette. And march. Hips going. Good morning, Jillian. Change direction. And march. Hamstrings. And march. Those toes. Left and right. And heel. Left and right. Other heel. Keep that heel going. I'm going to turn this down just a touch. Left and right. And toes. Left and right. And march. So for those of you that came in just after we started, we're going to be chaining today. That's where we put a series of exercises together. We do 1, do another one, that makes 2, and so on and so on. Easy enough to figure out. When we get going, everything will be done in 4s. Let's start with those arms up. Hand in front. Back, up top. Front. Side. Front. And top. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is that left and right. 1, 2, 3. Arms up. 1, 2, 3. Left and right. And then up, front. Everybody got that? Let's march. Next one's going to be our clock. Now we're not going to do that in 4s, obviously. We're just going to do the clock. So let's do the clock first. And when we get back to the top, we start at the beginning. Here we go. Clock. Just march. So that's 3 exercises we've changed. Next one is our swimming. We do 4 of each stroke. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3. Backstroke. Breaststroke. And then the side stroke. 1, 2. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot what I did next. I knew I'd be the first one to mess it up. Sides. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Sides. 1, 2, 3. Clock. And swimming. Backstroke, breaststroke, and side stroke. Let's start from the beginning. I don't mean but hilarious, I just am. Swim. Backstroke. And march. Do we dare add another one? Well, we dare. Whether I can do it's another story. From here, we're going to box. Now, the boxing strokes are a little bit faster. Like this. 1, 2, tall, back to the middle, down. Let's do that again. Everybody got that one? From that one, we go to uppercuts, like this. Tall, bend those knees. Back to the middle, side, and tall. Everybody got that? I don't remember what the first 4 were. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. I need a drink. So we're going to end that chain. We're going to start working a little bit lower. Then we'll see whether we can put everything together before we're finished. So we're going to start the second set of chaining with 4 forward, 4 back. Here we go. And a heel. And a toe. No, I don't have a cheat sheet. If I did, I wouldn't have screwed up the first time. Excuse me. So that's the first move. So to do that 4 times, up is 1, back is 1. So it looks like this. 2, 3, 4. Side step. So we'll do 4 simple side steps. 1, 2, 3. Let's walk. Got that one? Pretty simple. While we're doing the side steps, after we've done 4 simple ones, 4 toes. Everybody got that? Pretty simple. Let's walk. That's 2. That's 4. 2. Toes out front. Pretty simple. Now we're going to add those arms to that toe out front. So they're just put your toes out front, and then you add the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back to the beginning. Simple toes. Add the arms. Oh, we're doing great. So, from there, we're going to do our 2-step, 1-step back. Each cross is 4, so let's practice that one. 1, step back, and do it from this side. That's considered 2. Let's start from the beginning. Here we go. That's 3. Foot. Toes out front. Arms. Kicks. So that would be 4 kicks. So we're going to do 4 out front, then 4 out to the side, then 4 out back. Side, front. Everybody got it? I won't remember the order. From the beginning. Toes Toes out front. Add those arms. Kicks. Side. Back. Side. And front. And that's the end of that chain. Woo! 2 big long chains this morning. How many of you remember the first one? If you do, come teach it to me. Wow, remember a thing. Let's get our squats in. We're going to do 3 in time to the music, and then 1 really, really, really slow, if you are able. Nice and slow. Back to the music. Slow. What, you're saying I'm blurry, Barbara? And 3. And slow. And march. The thing about chaining is you don't really realize you're repeating the same thing over and over again because you're thinking about the next move. And it does make time go by quicker. We've been doing this for almost 20 minutes. Who knew? Knees nice and high. This is the start of another chain. So we'll do 4 regular ones like this. Then we have the hands. We'll do 4 of these. Then we go to elbows. Then we go back to hands. Then we go hands out. We do 4 of each of those. So let's just march for a moment. Get those knees going. 1, 2, 3, hands. And elbows. Back to hands. And out front. Everybody got that? Pretty simple. From there we will go to hamstrings. So the transition between hands forward to hamstrings can be tricky. So we're going to put a little bit of a march in between. So it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Hands. Elbows. Hands out. No, hands. Oh, I almost did it wrong. And out front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands. Again. Knees up. 2, 3. Hands. Elbows. Hands. Hands out front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hamstring. And march. We are at just over 2 kilometers. I need a drink. Woo! Next chain, we're going to start nice and simple. We're going to go up on our toes. And we're going to do an 8 count to go around our circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a small circle. Watch your balance. When we finish one circle, we turn and go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many of you are dizzy and falling down? Let's not do that one. Just asking for trouble. Let's get the hands up nice and high, toes in front. 2, 3, to the side. 1, 2, 3, out back. Side. Front. Up high. Side. Walk. Let's swim. And breaststroke. Side. Let's box. Uppercuts. And march. We're going to do a balance exercise. If you're not sure of your balance, you should always have a chair nearby. This is one of those ones where you may want a chair nearby. We'll just march till you get one if you think you need it. We're going to rock between our toes and our heels. So I start up on my toes. I come down slowly. And I stick my bottom out and rock back on my heels. So the toes actually come up off the ground. The hands help. Great for your plantar fascias. Great for the calves of your legs, which we need for all our walking we're doing. And march. Hamstrings. And march. And hula. Change that direction. And march. Fingers. Fingers and fists. And wrists. Forward and back. Up and down. And alternate. Bring those arms in. arms out. Roll them back. And alternate. And forward. And alternate. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to get the ball. We're just under 3 kilometers. Starting with one hand, pulsing. Remember, when you pulse, it's with the pads of your fingers, the pad of your thumb. It's never with the actual claws. Other hand. Back to the other hand with a squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. Well, when you think about it, Dan, it's sort of like dancing. You learn a move, you chain it to the next one. And I like Charlene's idea of having a cheat sheet. I may have to do that. Other hand. Squeeze and release. Back to the other hand. And 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse. 1, 2, 3, pulse. Other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse. 1, 2, 3, pulse. Pulse. One more. Place that ball. Okay. Place the ball between your palms. No fingers, no thumbs. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you pulse. Use those shoulders, use those arms. Get a nice, good pulse. Don't do this casually. Really work on this. Bring it up tall. Bring it back down. And squeeze, release. And pulse. Let's do our 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse. 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 Take that ball and pass it around your body. Change that direction. Almost threw it at you. And tall. Let's get this under the legs. Always reboot Julie and we'll still be here, not going anywhere in the near future. that ball, place it on the back of a hand. Thumb and fingers only, it should not touch your palm at any time. Take that ball, place it above your knees, and pulse. Feet stay flat on the floor. You're using your thigh muscles and a little bit of your hip flexors to pulse that ball. And squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. And pulse. We are done with the ball. I'm going to get a drink. We'll go to the resistance band. 3¼ kilometers, folks. Let's start with it long, thumb and fingers only. Bring that band up. You get there before me, start pulsing. I swear this thing gets longer all the time. And pulse. Squeeze, release. And pulse. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, give it a good squeeze. 1, 2. Grab it in. Throw it out. Other side. Same thing. Pulse when you get there. And squeeze, release. And pulse. Count, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse. Take up between both hands. Bring it out. Pulsing out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse. Pulse. Robin, I'll be putting it up on YouTube. You can see it there. Bring it out. And wrap it up around those hands. And pulse. Left and right. Up and down. Change that upper hand. We are done with resistance band. I'm going to get a drink. We'll go on hand weights. Feet are hip width apart. Now I'm doing this with my palms facing down. I'm going to turn my palms up, and it becomes a completely different exercise. Now we're going to do our seated curl to stand, but I'm not going to do it with the chair. If you want to do it with the chair, by all means. But this means you have to be basically down in your seated squatted position for your curls, and then you get to stand. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Going to get rid of one of my weights. Let's do some ab work. Hip width apart. So the slower you do this, the more you build endurance. If you do this quickly, sorry, my mistake. The slower you do this, you build strength. The quicker you do it, you build endurance. In my life right now, there isn't a lot that I need a lot of endurance for, so I prefer to do strength. There's a few things that I do where I need to do them maybe once, maybe twice, and then I'm done. That requires strength, not endurance. Now when I go for a walk with Joni, and I have to push her up and down the street, that takes endurance. Going to the other side. Weight out in front of you, and step and press. Well, Joni wants a better definition of strength and endurance. Strength is pushing Joni to the ground. Endurance is pushing her uphill. We are done with weights. We are done with equipment. Let's change up the music. Let's do our stretches and our breathing. 3.5 kilometers. This might be a good one to save. Endurance is running away from you. Membership list and see who I can pick on tomorrow. You're supposed to be stretching. You're not supposed to be typing. There's always one in the class. This is true. There's no fun picking on somebody who's not here. Stretch typing. And Dave. Slow. We're going to do our hip flexors. Make sure you have a chair if you need it for balance. That's it for Thursday in Senior Fit. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow. But we'll see you tonight in Sydney, Nova Scotia.